2025's Perplexplore update brought so many new features, including a new Titan Soul, a bunch of new variants, and some really cool animations I want to talk about. But first, let's take a look at the trailer. This one's called Science Fair Surprises. We start off on Fire Oasis, where the monsters are doing a science fair. The monsters are all showing off their cool science projects, but the stars of the show are the Spurrits. We start off with Rare Spurrit, who shows off a generic baking soda volcano.
A volcano? I don't know, that seems a bit unoriginal to me.
I love that Ben is getting put into the spotlight because he's such a funny guy. I'd love to meet him someday. But behind it is Epic Shrubble. Something I noticed is that his volcano is made up of newspapers, and I think we can read the text. It's kind of hard to understand, maybe somebody else can find something interesting, but whatever. Then they move on to Normal Spurrit, who pulls a rare mimic out of his hat. I love this design. He looks rounder to me for some reason, and I don't know, I kind of like the blue. He also shows that Mimic and Gobbledygord are very closely related, and Gobbledygord does not like this one bit. I mean, it straight up ditches everyone like, oh no, I'm related to that thing? Ugh. After Gobbledygord runs off, Monster Handler Jin mentions that they have bios to update.
I'm not sure, but I think we have some bios to update.
I didn't know they actually changed bios, but we'll have to take a look at those. Next, we move on to Epic Spurrit, who starts off by showing a rock from Psychic Island.
That's all you got? What even is that?
Once again, a hilarious line from Ben. But then, Epic Spurrit grabs onto a glowl and flies to Psychic Island to show us the brand new Titan Soul. He drops the rock, and I think the rock is supposed to be a seed because it sinks into the ground and out comes the brand new Titan Soul. It's here that we're subtly shown a rare Tapricorn, which looks very cool. It actually reminds me of Epic Kano a bit, but the new Titan Soul is gorgeous. Its name is a bit difficult to say. It's called the Kruvlaftian Crocus. Instead of being a creature standing on top of a flower, this creature is the flower, and it's got these roots that sink into the ground. It's got hands that remind me of a Periscore, but they've got eyeballs on them. These eyeballs move around whenever it's manipulating the eyeballs. Anyways, after we see the crocus, that's basically the end of the trailer. I found 10 things in this update to show off to you guys. Let's start with the crocus itself. The crocus can be purchased for 10 million coins in the market, and after incubation, like the other Titan Soul, you link monsters to it, and it will move the island to make its sound. This one bangs the claws of the island together, it makes the eyeballs pulse, and it electrifies the tentacles for an electric guitar sound. This one is way cooler than the Phlox, in my personal opinion. But this is the perfect time to segue into the next feature, which affects both the crocus and the Phlox. That being the new option to hide the link icon above their heads. This is huge. Before, any monster you linked to the crocus or the Phlox glowed and had an icon above its head. Now you can hide it, which makes it so much nicer to customize your island. I like having the marks for whenever I need to find the monsters, but whenever I don't, I'd rather them disappear because they look kind of messy. I'm so glad they fixed this. Now let's talk about some of the new variants. Feature number 3 is Rare Tapricorn. This one should come out next Wednesday. The Rare Tapricorn has darker fur and more horns, and I think it looks really cool. Can't wait to see it when it fully comes out. Rare Mimic is themed off of Gobbledygord because they're closely related. The feathers are rounder, it's got oranger skin on its hands. I really like this design actually. The blue and orange go really well together. It's available in the Star Shop to buy for half off right now, so get it while you can. Next is Rare Schlep, and from what we can see, this thing is hairy. I think they're going for a baby-like design, which I'm not sure I'm a fan of, but it does make sense since it's like a big rattle. The bow on its head and the pink on its face, it's just, ugh, it's weird. And finally for variants, we have Epic Cherubble, which actually looks so cool. It looks like it's made of lava, and its little horns look like coral to me. The flying creatures that pluck the strings look hilarious. There's one with a huge nose, and then there's one that's literally just a spider. There's one that looks like a little ghost, and then there's one that looks like a bat with like the hog nose. Unlike the other Cherubbles, which you can see straight through to the island, this one looks like it has a cave inside its strings. And by the way, the strings, instead of being a straight line, they're crooked like a spider web. I cannot wait to see this thing's animation. I'm 100% sure it's gonna wow us. Speaking of things that wow, have you checked out the new Collect All animation? Before, when you collected all the coins would just collect at the same time, but now they collect in a wave from left to right, and this looks so cool. I love it. There's also a new sound. Take a listen. And that's that's not all for animation updates. We also have new egg animations for the breeding station and incubator. When an egg is done breeding, instead of just appearing there, it will now pop up with a really cool animation. And when it's done incubating, it shines all around. Take a look. I love these new animations. They're so cool, and they look so much more professional than the ones before, where they just appear. And there's also one more animation update. There is now a new animation for feeding your monsters. This has not been updated since the beginning of the game, so it's crazy that it's happening now. Before, when you fed it, the icon would move straight to it and it would eat it. But now it throws it to it and then it crumbles. This looks so cool. And while we're on the topic of food, let's check out the new seasonal snacks. For Perplexplore, we got 2 snacks, Jawbreakers and instant noodles. I have no clue what these have to do with Perplexplore, but they're hilarious all the same. Jawbreakers are the lower level seasonal snack. They cost 150,000 coins to bake, and it takes 4 hours for 20,000 food, while the instant noodles take 15 million coins, and it makes 1 million treats in 1 day. The trend here is that it bakes snacks for more money, but it takes less time, especially for the instant noodles, where for the big salad, it costs 10 million, but it takes 2 days to make 1 million food. These Jawbreakers take 15 million coins, but they make the same 1 million in half the time. If you're wondering who these snacks are for, it's for the people who literally cannot bake enough to keep up with the amount of coins they make. I have not reached that point yet, so they're not helpful for me, but they are still a very cool and handy snack if you're the right person. And finally, let's take a look at the bios for Gobblegord and Mimic to see if they've changed it all. Alright, so I did check, and it looks like the bios have stayed the same, sadly. It would have been really cool if they actually changed the bios. Maybe they're planning on doing it and they just forgot to, but for now, they do stay the same. I don't personally keep up with costumes or decorations, so you'll have to let me know if there were any new ones in the comments below, but I believe that's all for this update. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. I have another video just like this for the last update, and I'll put that to the left. Thank you to my Cobra Clan supporters who pay $2 every month to make my life a little bit easier, and I will see you guys in the next video. Happy monstering! I'm now going to read off the Cobra Clan members. A bunch of these are gift memberships from Mr. Hyahaha, so bonus shout out to him. But here goes, the Cobra Clan. Brandon Munyon, Guitarist Kokuk, Bari, Intrusive Thoughts, Spikes MSM, That Trend Doings, Lemonade and Squishy, Braden, Saliverinit, Hawk the Cerebus, Astrial GT, Hex Plays, Elias Bum 11, Skullatro, Gerald the Moslin, Omer's Playground, MSM Daily, Reese Sticked Again, Vanilla MSM, Luna Gabagool, JT Tiope, Nerve BDFI Fan, DDO MSM, Carrie Cabral, Coolbro VR, Playfilms, Meebkin Guy, That One Eevee Fan, High Level Lord, Epic Anglo Drumroll, Fire Oasis Gaming, Keith Turner, Mr. Yaha, and Crystal Burton. Thank you.